Back, guys, with another video, and today we're going to talk about something I've seen in a couple other videos, and that is the new YouTube copyright policy. I do this video because basically raising awareness on something is good, because let's be honest, you be on YouTube, you know that YouTube doesn't exactly do the greatest job informing us what's going to happen. It's just kind of one of these things. If you're part of a network, they tend to send out newsletters, stuff that you know some things that are going on. But let's be honest, YouTube keeps us mostly in the dark of what's going on. A lot of times it's like, oh, we changed this, sorry. I hope you did it. If you didn't, well, good luck. Hope you're still here when you're done. The one thing I always said this before, and I'll say this again, as someone who's been on off an eBay seller for years, eBay does a great job informing their sellers of what's coming down the pike ahead of time. YouTube does a really bad job of not informing us about what's coming down. We just have to deal with it when it happens, right? The main thing about this this copyright policy is basically they're going to be strictly enforcing it more. That they're going to be coming down on people who do have more copyrighted material. They're asking, what is this copyright stuff that we're going to be struck down on? And some of the stuff you know. Some of you people probably make sure you have none of this in your video. And for you, you're safe. But for the others who maybe do the gray area, who kind of sketch that little line, well, that line could get you in a lot of trouble. And the best thing to do is to go back, review your videos, just to make sure there's nothing in it that could possibly be copyrighted. Now, first things first. The first thing we've all known for a while, that YouTube is, has kind of been out there. If you didn't know it, you'd had to be hiding underneath a rock, is music. They're going to be cracking down more on music. It's not just music, it is background music. If there's background music in your video, maybe you're talking and there has to be a radio going in the background. If you're talking and there's a TV show going in the background kind of thing, you're going to get hit with copyright. If you're doing a gameplay and that music, even though you're talking, that music comes through just a little bit, you're going to get a copyright strike because you don't own the music. Unless it's an original work you made or you have licensed and proved that you licensed that music, you're going to get a copyright strike. In this new system, it is 3 strikes and you're out, period. Now, we've all known about music. This is nothing new. So, hopefully a lot of people a lot of people should have already done anyway, right? The second one is the gray area we've all known about, that you've seen people sketch this, get around this, and that is cutscenes in video games. What I've read is that basically cutscenes are going to be another copyright strike, that if it flags in the content ID when the video gets reviewed, you could get a copyright strike. That's why I say never, ever, ever put gameplay cutscenes in your video. Like for me, on my Retroplicity channel, I have Mario Kart up there for the Super Nintendo and the N64, and if I remember correctly, at the very end I have a little cutscene at the end. I'm just going to go in with the YouTube editor, cut out that little bitty section, because it already tells you win whatever place you got at the end anyway. I don't really need that, and that cuts that problem out of the situation. Again, with this new system, we're not sure how far back they're talking. Are they talking any video games whatsoever? Or are they talking current gen? We don't know. Don't take the risk. Make sure there are no cutscenes in your gameplay footage. And the third thing, which I think is another no-brainer for most people, TV show clips, movie clips, stuff like that, they're going to be cracking down that more. And I know you're going to say, well, I can see movie and TV shows all over YouTube. I know. But when this goes into full effect, we'll see what happens to them. I think it'll be ironically funny if you make a video and you're talking whatever and you put a little clip in of a TV show and you get flagged, but the dude who has an entire episode of that TV show up doesn't get flagged. We'll see how this works. Again, right now people are predicting the end of the world. I'm not saying the end of the world. Just do things to keep yourself safe. Listen, as much as we all, hate copyright, it's an antiquated old business model where they go after you. When most of the time the people who get affected by this are the people who are the fans of the product who mean no harm. If you want to stay on here and you want to keep making videos, you just got to make sure that's not in your videos. Obviously this channel, with me just talking and there's nothing going on, there's nothing on around me, I'm safe. But maybe there's one time you made a video that you forgot the radio was on, or somebody else in the house had the radio on or the TV on and it's blaring, and it comes through your video. You may need to be safe and just make sure that video's taken down. Now, I don't mean permanently erase the video. Like for you, what you should do is basically download it back up to your computer before you get rid of it on YouTube. Again, these are just to be safe until we see how the full effect of the new copyright policy is when it's full blown into effect. Right? I mean, these are things just to be safe. If you don't want to risk your channel, you don't want to risk, what you've done, the friends you've made, and you want to continue to do that on here, you need to be proactive. Again, we really wish YouTube would just give us a set of, you can't do this, you can't do that, but they don't, and that's become one of the problems. This is why YouTube has been this is why so many people get in trouble not knowing what they did wrong, because YouTube does not actually give us a set of rules that you do this, this, and this, you get in trouble, but if you have this, this, and this, you're safe. It's just, there is no communication. That's the problem. So what do you guys think of the new copyright policy? You're like, well, this is nothing new. I've already taken care of this, no big deal for me. Or do you think, you know what, I haven't taken care of this, I think this sucks. For me, I think my only problem with YouTube when they make these new copyright policies is they tend to flag old videos that people put 3-4 years ago when the rules were entirely different. That I wish instead of striking those people, when they first see those videos, they take the date of the video into effect, how long it was taking effect, and say, give them a warning and say, you need to take these videos down or you might get a strike. I think that has always been my rules with YouTube and the policies. That should be a warning. Hey, you need to take this video down or you need to change it because this is where your copyright is or you're going to get a strike. Not that you're striking, you're done. So again, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on your copyright policy, and I will talk to you guys all later.